Okay. Hello everybody, I got a RU battle. Yeah, this is a RU battle. Even though I do have some PU and NU mons, for me and RU, PU and NU mons fit in just very well. They fit in even with the top class of the RU. So I use so many different mons when I play RU. But this team is revolved around Rain team, Rain Lipard with Specs Golduck. Specs Golduck. You're gonna see he's a monster, complete monster. My boy Chris has a really cool RU team as well. He uses a lot of different mons as well, PU mons. He has the Rosaray, Bronzong, Zatsu, Grand Bull, etc. Team preview looks pretty cool, and like I said, Specs Golduck in the rain. If I can get the rain up and get Specs Golduck with a good matchup, this can turn really bad really fast for my opponent. So I am going to start out with Lipard. When I start off with Lipard, I don't always go for Rain first, especially if my opponent knows that I'm going to set up Rain. So I always just try to just play the battle out. I don't really just rely on the Rain. I just kind of just battle out. So he will be starting out with that Grand Bull, and I will start out with my Lipard. First turn, he's going to switch out into his Rosaray. I could have maybe got up the Rain there if I knew he was going to switch, but I didn't want to take a play rough, so I went ahead and just U-turned out into my own Parasect. Parasect is max health, max special defense, so I will be able to take a lot of special attacks. As he does go for the sludge bomb, though, I am not resistant to poison type attacks, so I will be taking a whole bunch of damage as I go for the Leech Life the following turn. I'm guessing he expected me to switch out, not wanting to lose my Parasect, but I do just stay in and go for the Leech Life because I just figured I can either get off more damage or just get a free switch into something else off the feint of my Parasect. But I do end up knocking out his Rosaray as I do stay in, and he goes for the Sleep Powder. Of course, it doesn't affect me. The following turn, he will be bringing out his Mag Mortar and going for the Fire Blast. But I do go for the Protect because maybe he specs and I want to see what he would lock himself into. These things also run Assault Vest, so I'm not really sure what set he is per se. But I do switch out into my very bulky Silph Valley, who is Silph Valley Poison, and I will just end up going for the Parting Shot as I do take a Fire Blast very well. As I do go for the Parting Shot, I will be switching right back into my Parasect. That's pretty much just gonna either sack it off to the Fire Blast, or just end up taking damage and seeing what he want to go for. And I do realize now that he is not specs because he did end up going for the Earthquake. But the following turn, I will take another Fire Blast, and I will just sack off my Parasect here. As I do sack off my Parasect, I can simply just bring in my Lipard. I can either go for the Rain Dance or end up going for the knockoff. If either play will be kind of good here. So but I do end up I do end up getting up my Rain here as he does bring in the Bronzong. A knockoff there would have actually been kind of good. I believe I go for a knockoff on the following turn because I'm pretty much setting up my pivot. I'm setting up my pivot to bring in my Golduck here. So I went for the knockoff on his incoming Machamp, and that's actually really good because I knock off that Flame Orb and he will not be able to activate his Guts. Following turn, I do U-turn into my Oogly, which is my Garbodor. Yep, I bring in my Garbodor, who is very bulky on the defensive side, physically defensive side. So I will be able to just eat up that close combat like it's nothing. I do have Rocky Helmet. With that being said, I can just take this opportunity to go ahead and just hard switch right into my Golduck, because usually when people attack a mon, they can't really affect. They go ahead and switch right out. So I went ahead and just took that opportunity to hard switch right into my Golduck, and I do have about 4 or 5 turns left to rain because I do have the Damp Rock on my Lipard. So his Exoctu is pretty much just going to get obliterated here because we are in the rain, and I do have Swift Rain to increase my speed, and I am also Choice Specs. So Exoctu one hit KO easily, even if it was bulky. The incoming Bronzong, who must be very bulky, will be taking another Skull, and I will be easily be able to 2-hit KO this thing as he does go for the Toxic to try to put my Golduck on a timer here. So the following turn, I will be able to just 2-hit KO this Bronzong as I do end up knocking it out. And like I said, Specs Golduck in the rain is not something to play around with. Like, this thing is a complete monster. As he does bring out the Grand Bull, he probably thought he can maybe take one and then return a hit on me. But like I said, there's pretty much nothing you can do at this point, because I'm going to go for another Scold in the rain choice Specs, and that will be knocking out that Grand Bull like no other. So the rain will end up stopping this turn, as he does bring out Mag Mortar. I maybe could have just stayed in here, took a Fire Blast or took an Earthquake and just returned the favor with a Scold and knocked this thing out. But I kind of wanted to pivot around here, so I just I switched in my Silvally, and it so happens that he has the Thunderbolt. So I'm actually kind of happy I didn't stay in there. I do have I believe I have Armaldo on this team, so I maybe could have used the rain with him a bit more to knock out this Mag Mortar. But I do end up switching back into my Liepard. My Liepard is going to take this Earthquake very well, as Mag Mortar is not really the best attacking physical monster. So I'm going to end up going for the Rain Dance here. And after I go for the Rain Dance, I pretty much can, like I said, just pivot around. I'm going to try to pivot around back into my Golduck here. So I'm going to take a Fire Blast kind of well, especially in the rain. I'm going to go for the knockoff here, and I actually do a whole bunch of damage as I knock off that Assault Vest, and he goes for the Thunderbolt. He ends up not being able to knock me out, and on his switch into his Machamp here, I'm pretty much just going to go straight for the U-turn, and you already know who I'm going to bring out in this situation. With me having the rain up, I'm going to bring back out my Specs Golduck, and I'm going to go straight for a Scold. So pretty much this was a cool rain team. If you want the sets to maybe this rain team or something like that, just go ahead and let me know. I will respond very fast. I maybe can put it in the description. Actually, I'll probably put this mine in the description. I'm not sure if you will want the entire team, just because the team was kind of makeshift a bit. But yeah, Specs Golduck in the rain does so much to your opponent, as I do end up knocking out the Machamp. I'm going to end the battle here by knocking out the Mag Mortar, and that will be a good game to my boy Chris. So shout out to Rain. Like I said, if you want the team, just let me know, or if you want the mine, at least just let me know. And if you did enjoy this, go ahead and hit that like button, as it will help out the channel, as it will help it to grow pretty much. So if you music, if you have any music requests, I've been using the regular Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun and Moon battle song. So I was gonna just try to expand out a bit. I know I use some other stuff sometimes, but like I said, there will be 2 videos on the end screen, so enjoy those, and see you guys again with another video tomorrow.